$1,000, $2,000. And today we have done over $2,000 in this account. And of course, you can see with here, you can see this account has grown from 0 to $97,574. And that is actually a thing of joy for me. So tonight, I'm going to be helping you to understand how we use this robot to trade the crypto financial market. In case for so many of us who might be in our midst, you don't understand what this business is all about. You have been seeing information, you have been seeing results, you have been seeing testimonies of people. Earlier today, our boss shared with us, a remarkable achievement of one of the students as well. And that is so crazy. I can relate to it very well because I'm a product of that grace as well. And I can assure you that many are enjoying a great significant part of this particular industry. And that has been an amazing adventure. So today we're going to be retracing how we can make massive progress and make money in this particular season. Sometimes I like to help people understand that what we trade is crypto market. And in this crypto market, we make profit on a daily basis. Look at this. If you look at this account, you can see these are some coins that closed on profit. So meaning that we trade the cryptocurrency market. So we trade this crypto and we can make money in any of these coins. That is how beautiful it is. Now look at this. If you look at this place, you can see LPT gave $87. You can see ZDRO gave $8. You can see $85. You can see $99. You can see $132. You can see 107. You can see 109. You can see 140. You can see 118. You can see 141. You can see 128. You can see 121. You can see 133. You can see 142. You can see so many of them, giving profit. And that is just simply amazing. All right. So what we're going to be helping you tonight is to understand how to make use of this robot. This robot, the reason why we are so excited and always eager to share with us, the power of this business is very simple. We deal with a market space that is so complex, but in its complexity, there is a great opportunity around it. So when you try to understand, or maybe you have a solution on how to make that complexity simple, you go home with a lot of money. So the reason a lot of traders are struggling in making money is because they are going through the rigorous part of it, right? But with what we are doing and what we have discovered over time, we have upper hand in this particular space. Why? Because with this robot, we can perform magic with ease. So the major part of this particular business is the simplicity attached to it. How anyone from any background, from anywhere, can make progress even without prior knowledge of what is going on in the crypto world. And that is absolute fantastic way of creating wealth in this dispensation, because money made is no longer about the hard works you can perform. So when you look at this market, you see that everywhere is shining red. The goal today is, how do you make progress? How do you make this money? That when the market is shining red, you are making money, you are on profit. When the market shines green, you will be on profit as well. Let me show you something here. If I go back to this profit, look at this. If I go back to this profit, you will discover that you can see for some time now, the short trade is more giving profit than the long trade. Why? Because the energy of the market resonates within the short trades, which is the bear market. Now, I try as much as possible to explain to us about the seasons in crypto space. And that is why most people don't make money. I can assure you, there are a lot of traders out there who don't know about this robot, and they are struggling on making $100 a day, whereas there are people crushing over $2,000 a day. Why? Because we are not into this market on our own. We use a robot that understands the market to perform the result that we are getting. That is just simple. And I can assure you, before this training is over, you will definitely see some profit adding up to this. Definitely. I must tell you. Why? Because of what? How we understand this market. So I'm going to show you how to make this particular money here. Just follow me carefully. How do you trade with this particular robot? This is an artificial intelligence that have the capacity to trade the crypto financial market, whether the market is going up or the market is going down. This was the breakthrough for me. When I understood that I can trade in this particular space without having to learn everything first, while I'm still learning, I can still be making money. It changed the whole game for me. All I did was to focus on understanding the strategy that our coach was giving to us to trade with. And that made a lot of difference. For so many of us in this particular call tonight, you might have heard my story, maybe not once, maybe not twice, but there is a reason why we remember that particular story. For me, a lot has happened already as a result of crypto markets, as a result of this particular robot, as a result of the mentorship of our coach, Boss Gideon. About a few minutes ago, he concluded on the training on the End Traders Group, and that is amazing. But here, I'm going to help you understand exactly how we came from scratch to where we are today, to a point of you hearing our voice, and also understanding it from our own point of view on the kind of progress we have made over time. And that is why, Omo, what is going on here? So I'm still talking from $97,000 to $98,228. Are you seeing it? So you can see the profit here has grown from $2,000 to $2,665 already. That is superb. That is absolute. So the question is this: how do you use this robot to perform wonders? We're in a season where everybody is looking out for one way or the other to make money to enjoy themselves. You know, the most beautiful part of this business is that you are not engaging in a ritual business or in any ritual. You are simply with your phone that you have been with probably all this while, but this time around you can use it to leverage on this particular market and make money with no matter the conditions in the market. And all I want each and every one of us to do tonight is to pay attention. Every time I come online to teach, I always expose you to a way where you can take advantage of the crypto seasons and time. One thing I love about this market is that it gives you opportunity to be on profit at any given moment. Because when this market is going up, Oga, you make money. Now, if the market start to go down, you make money as well. But look at this. Look at the interesting part of it. Is that whatever goes up in crypto market must surely come down. Even if the price of Bitcoin reached $200,000 today, once it reaches that peak, somebody will start to position himself in making the money when it is returning to 100,000. And before he gets to 100,000, he's probably going to make much more money than he ever made, even when the market was going up. This is the psychology that most people are not aware in trading. And that is the most fear of most people. But here, we go beyond this understanding to understand that the seasons in this market is only for our favor. And how it can be for our favor is simply by understanding a simple strategy with this robot, and you can be able to position yourself and you make money at will, at ease. So what you need to do is, first of all, you need to download this application. How do you download the application? It's very simple. In any group where you happen to access this particular link from to join this training, you will see a link on how to register and download YouTrading. So once you have successfully registered and downloaded YouTrading, you are good to go. So the next thing is to download an exchange of your choice. What is an exchange? If I click on this place, you will see this is an exchange that you can use to trade the crypto financial market. This is an exchange. So you can see range varieties of it. You can see Bybit, you can see Binance, you can see BitGet, you can see OKX, you can see Bitmart, you can see KuCoin, you can see MEX, Gate.io, you can see HTS Global, you can see Kraken Spot, you can see Kraken Futures, you can see Binance US, you can see Bitfinex, you can see BingX, and so many of it. That's just the beautiful thing about this. So all you need to do, depending on your location or the country where you are listening to me from, you can download any exchange that works best where you are. So you can use Bybit, you can use Binance, you can use BitGet, you can use OKX, you can use Bitmite, you can use KuCoin. There are many of it. But can I tell you one reason why you have options in exchanges that you can use? It's very simple. The business is built on a decentralized nature. Now, what is a decentralized business? A decentralized business is a business that does not have a single command. Now, what is the implication of a single command? The implication is that if you operate on a business that have a single command, one day such individual who is operating on the authority part of that particular command can decide to shut everything down and you are gone. But the reason this business have stand on the test of time is the decentralized nature from the onset. And that is why we can comfortably make money and boast of it and use it for something tangible. Now, how does that work? Because in your exchanges lies your capital. So this account of mine is using Bybit, another account is using Binance, another account is using BitGet, another account is using OKX, another account is using Bitmart or KuCoin. Now, there are so many exchanges you have options to. The same with everybody. But unlike before, when people will tell you, all you need is just give us your money, we will trade for you, and everybody will pack money in one place. And before you know what is happening, they wake up and tell you that one thing is happening, system upgrade and all these things, and the money is gone. But with YouTrading, your money stays right in your exchange. When you make profit, the profit adds up to your exchange, not in this particular robot. How amazing is that? That is exactly why we are here, to let you understand that you can do things better in this particular dispensation. Now, meaning that wherever you are secured and you have nothing, absolute nothing to be afraid of. Why? Because your money stays right in your hand. So how do you trade with this robot? First of all, you need to connect the robot to your exchange. So how do you connect it? You need to do what we call API binding, API connection. So you can quickly authorize this API through an automatic way by clicking on authorization. If your server where you are is good, it will connect you automatically, linking you up with your exchange to this robot. And do you know the beautiful part of this? It only gives trading permission. Trading permission, meaning that your money is safe and secure in your exchange. The robot is built and dedicated for trading alone. That is just it. So you can also use what we call the normal way. So the normal way is a situation where you have to go through the tutorial and understand how to connect it step by step. Now, if I click on this wallet sign up, beside the delete icon, if I click on it, it brings me to API tutorial. Because my own is connected, it's not showing the step by step. But once you want to do it afresh, You will see step-by-step guide, and all you need to do is to authorize a few things, and you are good to go. You are good to go. And you can start trading and start making money for yourself. So once you have connected the API, what is the next thing to do? We are here to make money. You see, one thing we have learned over time is that the result is the name of the game. We're not here to talk stories or to confuse you with so many words. No. All we are here is to show you few simple things need to be done, and you yourself can make money, even when you are not aware of how the robot is performing the actions. It is just that simple. But follow me carefully. Now, if I click on this particular market, of course, you realize that every coin that is in BitGet is in Bybit, in my Bybit exchange, will reflect on this particular place. These are coins trading within Bybit. So one thing is this: instead of you trading these coins in your Bybit Direct, where you have no knowledge of how to go about it, you can as well perform the task here, where you have tools that gives you options to leverage on these coins, no matter the directions the coin is going at that particular moment. And this has been our joy. This has been the easiest thing I have ever done, in a way, because all it took me was to understand how to impute those single perimeters, those simple strategies, and I was good on my way. And so many are doing absolutely fine with this business right now. So how do you do that? Now you need to understand how to set up a trade. Now, how do you set up a trade? I'm going to explain to you the 4 arms of this business. 4 arms of this robot. Now, what 4 arms means in this particular robot is exactly 4 tools that is made available that you can use to do wonders in this particular space. So when you look at this place, you will see trading spots or automated spot trading. And you can see automated futures trading. What does that tell you? It tells you that this robot have the capacity to trade this market on autopilot. Meaning that you can be too busy, you can be a personnel, you can be a governor, you can be a president, but guess what? You can authorize some trade and you allow the robot to perform the actions on your behalf. And you know the most sweetest part of this is that the robot have the capacity to do this on a spot trade, and they have the capacity to do it on a futures trade. Now, going more in details on some of these things that I'm mentioning, for so many of us who might not have heard anything about spot trading or futures trading, now what does that mean? In spot trading, you only make money when market is going up. It is called buying at a particular price or a particular price actions to sell at an increment price. So meaning that you buy the market at $1, if the market goes to $2, you make profit. If market kick to going to $10, $20, $100,000, you make profit. Now, for example, some of us that might have bought BTC when BTC were around $16,000 or $10,000 or $5,000 or even $1,000. There was a time it was that way. So what do? These are people who bought it on spot. They have it somewhere kept. So BTC rise to 100,000, they make significant profits. But do you know, it is only long investors that enjoy most of these things. But look at this. On a futures market is more rewarding, even though it is more volatile, but it is absolutely more rewarding. And that is why we have mastered the robot in such a way that we can trade the futures even at our deepest sleep and we still come out clean. And of course, you can see how the magic is performing within the robot. Now, if you look at the first one, the spot trading, let me show you how you can set up. It's quite easy. Look at this. And this is the reason why we are doing it. I click on this place. All I need to do is to click next. If I click next, it brings me to this place where it allows me to click next again. And it shows me my TVIP, where I am qualified, how many coins that this particular VIP that I have the capacity to trade. Meaning that max running boats can be up to 200 coins. It can trade for me. And some other few informations as well. Now, and it comes to this place and it shows me my take profit. It shows me my stop loss. It shows me how much this particular trade is going to generate if I launch it at this particular take profit. Now, with the core brain, you can follow other people's stop loss, like the expert stop loss in the industry as well. That is crazy. So now, what do? You can see just a few things. All you needed to do is simple. You can alter your set take profit where you come and you adjust it, neither 5% or 10% or 20% or 30%, depending on how you want to take profit. So, and once you are done, all you needed is simple. Click on launch, and the robot will enter the market and trade for you. Now, with this TVIP, it gives me option to lower VIP as well, depending on the capital that I'm using, and also, and so on and so forth. You can see different boats and the capacity of how many coins it can launch with different TVIP. And I'm going to explain to you how you can take advantage of this TVIP to make massive progress within these areas. All you need is just a few clicks, and you click on launch, and the robot takes a trade. Now, look at the beauty of this particular robot. It is trading on futures already. And that is why it is writing for me running. It's writing for me running. Now, on this running, here you can see how this robot has been performing magic for me. You can see within it, I think about, it's up to 1 month, and others, it is 1 month plus now, $48,000 already done with CoBrain. These are the simple things that you needed to do, and you'll be on profit. Now, this particular coin, the robot launches the coin automatically. Now, if I come to this place, that is a place where you now see how the robot closes the profit automatically for me. Automatically, you can see at first, I just refreshed it, and you can see some of them close 3%, 3%, 3%, 4%, and so on and so forth. And they can see how beautiful it is. So now, when you look at this place, you can set up your robot in an autopilot. Now, the second arm of the business is another wonderful part of it as well. What is that wonderful part of it? Ability to copy our trade. Meaning that you can copy the lead trader who is making money, and when he makes money, you make money as well. And all you needed is to perform magic within your robot. So you can make it easier on yourself. You don't know how to trade. You don't know how to set up. You don't understand the strategies. You can copy the trades. You can copy our trade. Meaning that you subscribe to it, you have free access to copy any trade that is automatically launched on our robots. And when we have this kind of results, you also have your own results as well. Oh my God, what is going on here? Can you understand that this account is now up to $99,000? What? This is something else. You can see the profit has climbed from what? To $3,474. That is incredible, guys. What? Which means $100,000 on the way. So when we make money, that is the exact thing I'm talking about. You also make money. Why? Because you are eligible for copy trade. Now, the step-by-step guide on how to copy and have it in the right way is already in our group where you can access our strategies. And you can also use what we call the signal. What is a signal? The U-Trading robot, through the indicators in the market, studies the market energy, and they help you follow a trade by signal. Meaning that you can see this one just said, the number one said just pushed TRX on short, meaning that you can launch this trade on short and it will give you profit on due time. And that is exactly what the market is all about. Are you with me? So now you can trade the signals. Now on these signals, everybody know what signals is all about. A lot of people pay for signals. But here, you can take the advantage of the signal both on spot, both on long, and both on short. And that is the beauty of the robot. And this is the third arm of this business that you can use as a tool to leverage the crypto financial market. Then you now have what we call the fourth arm. Now, what is the fourth arm? The fourth arm is a place where multiple robots are also given to you for the advantage of this particular market. Meaning that this particular robot was built with so much fortification that have capacity to deal with the market conditions and give you profit at will. And when you look at number one on this list, you can see AIDCA Pro under manual robots. You can see AIDCA Pro on futures. You can see Martingale Spot, and you can see Martingale Futures. You can see AIDCA Spot. You can see AIDCA Futures. You can see AI Grid. You can see AI Dual Grid on futures. Now, why is it coming in pairs? The one that have spot will also have the futures because of what I explained earlier. The market is divided into two situations. A place where you can trade the spot market and a place where you can trade the futures market. Now, like I say, the futures market have much more advantage, and that is why we use it more to do this magic. Why? Because it has the ability to trade in any directions of the market. So when market is going up, you are enjoying, and when markets start to go down, you are making money as well. And so many of us know it, that when market was pumping, was going up, we're making massive profit from long trades. And I explained to us, I prepared our mind, not on one training, not on second training, many trainings we have had about the 2 seasons in this crypto space. In any which seasons will become more richer than it could be. Why? Because we understand something about this particular market. That is exactly what we are doing here tonight, helping you to understand the same thing as well. Now, when you look at this place, you can see multiple robots. Now, I'm going to explain a few of it. I'm going to proceed to the next thing. Now, when you look at this AIDCA Pro on spot, we recommend, if you want to trade the DCA Pro on spot, at least you have a capital. At least we recommend, if you can trade the spot market with this robot with less than $100, but at least we recommend at least $30, $50 and above. You are good to go. You can trade with this robot. Are you seeing how easy it is? And the beautiful part of it is that whether your capital is small or your capital is big, you can trade in this space. But much more amazing things about it is that the capital will stay right back in there in your own exchange. Can you imagine? So this is the beauty of this particular thing. That is why you need to understand how it works. So if I come to this place, I'll click on this and I'll click on this. Let's say I trade SRP, Dodge, other, and let me just show you an example with this trade. Now, if I click on it, it brings me to this interface where it allows me to impute my parameters, right? So it allows me to determine how, now, just few things you're going to adjust there, and you hit on launch, and the robot will enter the market and trade for you. It's just that simple. So, and trade for you these coins on spot, right? And that is the beauty. Now, when you look at the futures, on the futures has more. Now, let me select the coins. Let me select the coins and show you an example right now. So when I come to this place, you can see I selected 2 coins. Let me select let me select other ones as well. Dodge, okay, ZEC, just for example, right? Okay, it says the boat is already running, meaning that I have those coins running currently. And that is why it is telling me that I cannot launch the same coin because it's already trading for me. Now, when you look at this place, all you needed to do, I click on confirm. And it brings me to this interface where it allows me to choose my directions. Now, what is direction? Direction in the market is a situation where you allow your robot to trade a particular way, a particular directions in the market. Now we have long. Long means bullish market. Now we have short. Short means bearish market. But in any which way of the season, because it must be going at a particular direction within a significant amount of time. Why I said it is because there is a moment of consolidations in the market. That is where market is accumulating energy before it breaks out to a particular direction. And that is why you wonder. Sometimes we make crazy profit. Why? Because at that breakout, we're already waiting for it at that end. So you understand the end, you can choose long. You understand the other end, you can choose short. Where once the market goes in that direction, it delivers you massively on profit. Now, for example, you don't want to chase a direction single-handedly by one direction. You can actually click on what? Auto hedging. Hedging is a situation where you are opportune to launch 2 different directions at the same time. So when you click on launch, it activates both long and short, helping you that when the long trade is going up, the robot have the capacity to give you profit according to your take profit. If the market starts to go down, the short trade will give you profit according to your take profit. And that is the beauty of it. Then you can also choose what we call indicator direction. What is indicator direction? Indicator direction is a situation where you have this particular robot choose a particular direction for you. So you want to go long, the robot activates on long trade. You want to go short, the robot can activate on short trade using the indicators in the market to determine and detect the market energy at a particular situation. You see how lovely it is? That is it. So once you are done with these few parameters, all you need to do is to click on launch, and the robot will enter the market and trade these coins for you. That is the beauty of it. That is the beauty of it. So now when you come back to this place, you can see there is also what we call the martingale. Now, if I go on and on to explain each and every of it, at the end of the day, you might be confused, even though you don't need to. Why? Because there is already a strategy, a clear videos on how to carefully implement this particular strategy with ease, and you'll be on your way to profit as well. So there is no complexity here. There is no difficulty. So all you needed to do is to have access to our inner group private mentorship, where you assess these strategies on how to leverage on the business using these indicators. And of course, in different robots, there's already strategies that we have used over time that you can use and you make money. Now, what and how do you assess this particular strategy? It's very important to understand this. In our community, we value knowledge. When you look at profit, This profit is not by chance. I can assure you. It is not by chance. You can see it. This account that grew from nothing to this amount right now. And to so many of us who have been following our training, if this is not your first time, you must have understood how this particular thing works here. But let me shock you. What we do here is a product of knowledge. It is the understanding we have that has brought us this far. And in as much as our business is absolutely wonderful, we would also want you to understand exactly that thing that we have understood. And that is why there are different private mentorship class you can belong to even have access to our strategies and also insight on our ideas that you can use to leverage this market. So in this private mentorship, what do you gain there? You gain private mentorships. What is a mentorship? A mentorship is information communicated to someone who is at the moment ignorant of that particular thing that can benefit him or her. So when this knowledge is communicated, you became educated on that particular path, and light can shine your way. And the same thing shone on me in the beginning. So all you needed to do is to have access to this private mentorship where you can access the strategy number one, and where you can also have access to other part of the cryptocurrency that have the capacity to give you profit on that will on daily basis. Another benefit of this particular group is that you stand a chance of receiving mentorship on another aspect of crypto market called the launch pad and the launch pool. And on this particular part, you are set up on how to discover some coin that you can trade before they enter the market, and you became one of the pioneers that makes money on them independently on your own. It is not this is not a group. It is something that will dish out and you catch it and make progress and enjoy yourself. It is just that way. You are not contributing money to anybody. No, it is taught to you and you pick it up and you run with it. It is an additional bonus. Why? Because we believe that Africans are behind in such technology as much powerful as cryptocurrency because of the lack of knowledge in it. Look at USA creating Bitcoin reserve. Look at USA. But here you are. Here we are. So many of the African countries are still fighting this particular industry. Why? Because they don't have the knowledge that it takes to actually benefit from such a powerful ground. Think about it. In a market that could have such amount of money in a day, look, let me show you something. If I click on this place, look at this. In a market that can have a daily volume of $157.105 billion. How do you explain this? Under 24 hours, such power, such wealth, such liquidity came into the market. 157 billion. Do you know what that means? Mean that if you have an understanding, if you have the knowledge, if you know the tricks, you can collect as much money as possible. When some people see this type of profit, what they do is that they go to calculator and they start to press another person's money in their calculator in Naira. What? What is happening here? This account will cross 100K before this meeting finishes. Imagine 99,208 already. This is absolute great. So now you can understand exactly what we are talking about. that you can make as much money in this particular space as possible, as far as you have an understanding about it. All you needed is to have access to a place where you can access those trainings, access those information. And you know, the most beautiful part of it is that you are not paying a dime to attend to these trainings, to access this training. You are not paying a kobo for it. So the question is, how do you do that? How do you participate in it? It is very, very, very simple. All you needed is to activate the robot. If I click on more and I click on that function where you see store, if I click on it, it brings me to a place where you see activate account. What does it mean to activate an account? This robot only requires one thing. That thing is simply the UGAS that the robot needs to launch a trade for you. Meaning that what you needed is to buy diesel for your generator or for your lister or for your vehicle or fuel for your car so you can drive to any destination you want. UGAS is like a fuel to a car. It's like a data, it's like Wi-Fi connection to a handphone. Meaning that if you have access to internet connection, you can perform different things in an online space. But without data, your phone will be looking at you while you are looking at it as well. So the same thing, and I'm going to make this as easy as ABCD. So now, when you look at the price of UGAS, you will see the one of $45, you will see the one of 95 USDT, you will see the one of 540, you will see the one of 1,700, you will see the one of 2,400, you will see the one of 3,750, you will see the one of 7,000. In all these gas, we encourage you, no matter how broke you are, instead you wait more. Don't go for the gas of $45. That one is called test boat gas. Now, one good thing is this. The robot comes with what we call TVIP. What is a TVIP? TVIP is a speed that the robot possesses according to the level of UGAS that you're able to purchase. So when you buy $95 UGAS, you will be at T-Speed 1, TVIP 1. It's just like you using 3G network. When you buy the 540, you will be at 4G network. You'll be at trading speed 2. When you buy the 1,700 and 2,400 and 3,750 and 7,000, they are in a class of 5G network. In fact, 1,700 and 540 is in the same category, 4G network. But they will still perform magic on their own as well. But look at this. When you get the gas of $95, you will be added to our inner group private mentorship class. Look at this. Where there is money, we are unapologetic to tell you that you require knowledge to make that money. To make money is not easy. But here, when you understand how the environment works, you do this with ease. I can assure you that. And that is why we always emphasize on this. So when you look at this angle, you will find out one thing. When you get the gas of $95, you will be added to the inner group free of charge. You are not paying a dime to be added there. You're not paying a dime. Once you have gotten the gas, you will be added to this group where you assess strategy that particular speed can carry. Now, when you get the gas of 540, or the gas of 1,700, or the gas of 2,400, or the gas of 3,750, you will be added to a 10K group. What is 10K group? First challenge we ran in this particular space was called the 10K challenge. What does it mean? To make $10,000 in 30 days. When I achieved the first result, it was a thing of joy. I remember those days. It was a massive joy for me. It was a record for me. I was very grateful. I was inspired because of the feat I was able to achieve. When our boss launched that particular group, it was fire everywhere. And when I achieved it, I said, yes, this is ability to be a good trader using a simple technology that makes things easier. Then the second challenge, I used another account, start from scratch, and I broke the record of my first record. And I used the fourth account, which is this account, that did 10K in 10 days. And people saw it. It was not a joke. And do you know, having understand and grew into an experienced trader within this robot, we can perform $10,000 in 2 days, where you see a result of over $6,000 in under 24 hours. That is crazy, bro. And that is why the reason I'm speaking to us in this manner this night is very, very simple. We don't understand how this life works sometimes. You see, that thing that we are struggling to get, it is somewhere very close to you. You just need to figure out the key. It was this key that we are trying to communicate over time. Every blessed day, in some of these particular groups, that someone might also grab the key as well and push and make massive progress with it. And of course, you saw a crazy result in the morning when our boss posted it. That was mind-blowing. That was mind-blowing. So when you get the gas of 540, you'll be added to the 10K group. Now, when you get the gas of 1,700, you'll be added to the 10K group, but now you have a higher advantage. What is a higher advantage? You'll be added to the End Traders group. What is End Traders group? There are groups where an individual qualifies for something that is beyond trading as well. Can you imagine? And you will be qualified to that group where you have an opportunity to enjoy a significant part of this business. You get the 2,400, you qualify both on 10K group and also the End Traders group as well. And you know the beautiful part of this? You will also qualify to another group called the Digging Calls group, where you can get Digging Calls. Now, all you need is once you have gotten your UGAS, can you hear me? All right.
Yes, we can hear
I
you.
believe you guys. All right, thank you. Thank you very much. So now you can also do what? You can also subscribe for the synchro trading. And for some of us who are not SVIP qualified or activated, you can also activate your SVIP. What is SVIP? SVIP is simply a rank that helps you to be able to copy a trade in a certain quantity that have the capacity to improve your profit as well. I think I was able to put the English very well. So now, when you get the CVIP, the SVIP 6, you have a certain access to a number of coins that your trade, your robot can copy that others cannot copy. It's just that simple. And a video on how to go about this is already out there for us. When you access this video, you make better use of it and start making money through the asynchro trading. Imagine making over 3K in a single day, and you're also making yours as well That is the beauty of the trading. That is exactly the reason why our coach fought for this, that you may be able to participate in this. So you can just so it will not look like okay, you guys are the ones that know it. Now you can copy, you can tap into our knowledge as well. Why you also still figuring it out by yourself. And also you can do what? You can take advantage of the CVIP. Now the CVIP is the chief qualifier for the end traders group, but you can also achieve it with 1,700 UGAs. But a discount UGAs is given to you here, where you can get the CVIP 3 with 1,400 with almost the same amount of gas the 1,700 can give to you. But you choose your options anyway. But any of this particular CVIP you qualified for, you will be added to some of this group where you have a direct access to an information that is capable enough to change the whole story for you. And a lot of testimonies are flowing in. Now, at this point, my time have elapsed. And I believe that today's training synced in very well. Now, if you enjoyed this training, just a love emoji on the comment section, and I will bring back my boss to round up this training for us. Thank you, Coach Gideon, for giving me this opportunity. May God bless you always. Thank you for what you're doing for us. Are you there?
I'm losing. You can see a lot of persons sharing their love emoji. Thank you, guys. That was a wonderful session. Thank you, Mr. Chibike, for that session. That was a powerful session. Amazing, amazing. Beautiful. Keep it coming. That means we enjoy the class. That was super amazing. On a live training, he was able to make over $2,000. I think, if I'm not mistaken, when he started the training, the profit was around, is it up to 1,000 or so? And before the training ended, he was able to do almost 3,000 something dollars. Nice. Extra $2,000 profit made in a live training. Now, let me tell you, some of you might be thinking this is magic, or is he the one making? He's not. You can see he was in the account, logged in, teaching. The robot is busy closing profit. If you probably check the account right now, probably the money might have increased from what it was. And let me show you, time will not permit you to show you something. What makes such a result to come? You can see some days the results are not typical. Some days you're seeing like $5,000, some days 6,000, some days 3,000, 2,000, and etc. What makes the result differ is the movement in the market. Any day you see a rapid movement in the market, whether the market is moving upward or moving downward, the co-brainer will take profit massively. So the robot on the co-brain will make more money. So it works according to the movement in the market. So tonight, the movement was quite huge. We saw BTC moving so rapidly downward, and that is the reason why you see profits were being made so fast. So it doesn't matter whatever direction the market is moving, even if Bitcoin move right now to $80,000 from 90 something. Some persons are going to make, if that happens tonight, some persons, because of that movement of 10%, some persons are going to make over $20,000 today. That is the amazing thing. Just by 2% movement from the market, over almost $3,000 plus was made in less than 2 hours. So that is just the amazing thing with the robot. And whenever it moves upward, profit will still be made, regardless of the direction. So now, what makes your profit differ from others is not just your ability to understand how the robot works, but the TVIP you are using to trade. I want to advise, if you have capital to trade, please, I always recommend those using co-brain. You can use from TVIP 1 right now. I personally wrote to U-Trading to accommodate the TVIP in co-brain to TVIP 1, and they did. But I still recommend to trade co-brain and make good money. Start with minimum of TVIP 4. TVIP 4. That is what will give you the kind of profit you were looking for, because it's going to allow you to trade multiple coins. I also want to say this, that our end traders group is available. And like we just finished a meeting just a few minutes before we started this particular training. And December, we are ending this batch 2. Regardless of we're ending batch 2 by December 31st, I might be giving extra few time, like extra few maybe January, because by January 15th, we are starting a new batch for the N-Traders group. And we want to make sure that everybody in this group, in this batch 2 group, achieve similar results. My target is more results to more than the batch 1 members, because of course, batch 1 members are few, batch 2 are more. So if you want to join, it's just CVIP 3, not TVIP. TVIP is more expensive, it's expensive. CVIP 3 is on discount, it's on promo right now, it's 1,400. You can be able to get CVIP 3. And some of you already have the CVIP 3. Please reach out to the admins to add you. And some of you already in the N-Traders group, I'm begging you, if you are there, make sure in our training tomorrow by 8 p.m. We just finished a session, wonderful session tonight. We started by 8 p.m. And request to be added to the desk call group, where you also get free desk calls, where you can be able to make money with your $2, $3, $5, $10. You can position yourself to make hundreds of thousands of dollars by trading, decentralized coins that are quite with low liquidity and low market cap, that we have researched and we see potentials of pump. Once we see a slight movement in BNB, because we are trading only BNB ecosystem coins on the desk call, and it's giving us good profit. We've seen students from here. Of course, you've seen somebody from this particular section making huge profit. When I mean say huge, I mean huge, massive profit from it. And it's just that money was made. Someone made over $11,000 plus. Another student made over $10,000 with just less than $38. That is amazing thing with the desk coin. Now, results are not typical. It all depends on the coin they buy and the ability to hold on the time the market pumps. All right, so at this particular point, we are going to be drawing the curtain, but I want to take some few questions before we draw. I'm going to take some few questions. Now, somebody says Sync is not copying. We have been able to address a particular issue on Sync. Okay, I didn't talk about Sync. The Sync trading is also the copy trading system we have that is still ongoing. You can copy our trades. We've been working tirelessly and sleeplessly to make sure that the copy trading system is seamless and it's working very well. And I made a recent video, I made the last video on copy trading system, addressed literally all issues on copy trading, and everybody could not be able to copy our trades. But if you still have any further challenge in copying the trades, please feel free to let us know. I will help you privately to resolve it. So I'll be dropping some other admins that are dedicated to solve that particular issue, so you can be able to reach out to them. Does one with TVIP4 need to pay for CVIP4 or any? Now, if you have TVIP4, it's not the same thing with CVIP4. You can only get CVIP on promo. CVIP4 is 5,000. CVIP3 is 3,000, because CVIP is ordinarily supposed to be more expensive. CVIP is the Coach VIP. Of course, you trading are going to be paying you free money just for being having higher CVIP. So they want to make sure that you spend a lot to get that CVIP. So because they are regarding you to be a star coach, and they are rewarding you in different ways for gaining CVIP. But TVIP is just trading speed, just trading VIP. So your TVIP4 give you access to trading VIP4, while your CVIP 4, and automatically when you buy TVIP4, you won't be giving CVIP4. Okay, so when you buy UGAS, you'll be giving automatically TVIP, but you won't be giving CVIP until you get CVIP separately. So that is it. Somebody said, what is the risk in trading $200 with CoBrain? I've already told you, if you have that small capital, you can only copy our trades. Don't trade CoBrain with that capital. You're asking me the risk. I'm a trader and I have experience. I've checked how CoBrain function, and I can tell you that you shouldn't trade with that capital with CoBrain, even though they allow it. It's on the test mode until they have perfected the test mode on trading with small capital, then you can do that. Okay, Mr. Bonku, you can reach out to me. Let me see your challenge you're having on your what is it called again? Sync trade. Is CoBrain included in the copy trading? Yes, of course. If you are copying our trade with good SVIP, you should be able to copy CoBrain. Now, you can only copy the CoBrains, our CoBrain trace, if you are trading with SVIP 5 and or 6. I think either SVIP 6 or 5. I think 5 is also part of it, but I'm very sure of SVIP 6. That is when you can be able to copy our CoBrain trace. If not, you'll be copying the martingale trace alone. So that is it. But of course, you can be able to copy both the CoBrain, and we are not the one that did it that way. You trading configured it that way, and we've been reaching out to them to allow every SVIP to copy our CoBrain. So, but they just want to mention because CoBrain needs. So that is it. Another question. I've not checked. When do I sell off? Of course, please, I bought that Cartoon Network coin. I have not checked. When do I sell off? You can sell off anytime. I think their launch pool is done off. I think it was on launch pool we asked you to buy to get it. It's supposed to be given to you for free. Coach, please, can you to retake the launch pad and launch pool training again? Okay, people are demanding that you
But we can't hear you. We can't hear you. If you are done with the meeting, you can run off the meeting.
You can't hear me? Like,
yes, your
can
voice.
You
we lost your voice. We lost your voice. Okay, we can hear you now.
Oh, I've been busy answering questions for a long time. I didn't know that you guys can hear me. Oh, I've been busy answering questions all along. Oh my God. Well, I have answered a whole lot of questions.
Although it has not been long, we stop hearing you anyway.
I have CVIP before.
It has not been long, we stop hearing you.
Of course, you should be making profit. Definitely, you should be making profit. All right, we're going to be ending here tonight. Please, guys, if you have money, I recommend go and get your TVIP4. If you are a member of N Traders Group or you have CVIP3 or you want to get CVIP3 or 4, chat up the admin to add you to the N Traders Group and make sure you join the Discord group. Okay? So the N Traders Group and the CoBrain. CoBrain is for your trading. I recommend everybody to use CoBrain to trade. If you have TVIP4 and above, use CoBrain to trade. And if you don't have it, copy our trade. And I said earlier that if you want to copy our CoBrain trade, you need SVIP 5 or 6 to copy our CoBrain trace, or if you have lower SVIP, you can copy our martingale trace. We are trading both martingale manual trace and we are trading automated trading on CoBrain. So with all this, you're going to be making money with you trading. You trading is changing lives. So look at the life. When I see the testimonies people are sending across, sometimes it's overwhelming. In fact, sometimes I'm amazed. Like, you see, some of you guys are almost trying to pursue me at the back. That is just the truth. I see that guy that was doing $400,000 around 2 months ago. I'll be inviting him to share his earnings soon. He just sent something to me, and it was crazy. Of course, the higher you go, the more easier it becomes. Someone is trying to, pursue almost $7,000 right now in pure profit. All right, see you guys tomorrow by 9 p.m. Don't miss it.